Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some Sherlock Holmes, The Awakening. We're going to be going into some, I guess deep discoveries, investigations, and things like that. You know how Sherlock Holmes is. You like to investigate a lot of things and solve mysteries. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this video. Let's get it. Chapter 1, The Shadow over London. Baker Street.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
Dang.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Alright, welcome to the game. Use L stick to move around and press A to interact with objects. Okay. Are we talking to him?
This mess is getting out of hand. What will the landlady think?
Oh, okay. I guess I'll search right here. Alright. Newspaper. Hold to inspect. Alright. You guys go ahead, just pause the video and read that.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Rotate.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Ah, okay. Alright, we got a lot of notes here.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Alright, the Strand is missing. Alright, let's see what else I can interact in this room. Is that me? Oh.
I'm close, I know it. I just need one more piece to crack the case.
Oh, okay. Need a piece to crack the case, eh? Alright, let's get the move on. It's raining today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook with the start button, navigate to the wardrobe tab with RB and put on the hat. Okay, I need to put on the hat. Oh, hold on, that's a fact. Let's change clothes. Ah. Oh yeah, the worst suit in the game, just awful. We looking perfect.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You?
Oh.
That's madness.
Somebody try to
Get the
poison.
Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
What's this kid about?
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
So what happened to my
You're a
newspaper?
bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Alright.
can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
Yeah, where was he headed?
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
What he do to the paper?
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
You got a new question in your
Get the
mind
Strand.
palace.
Get your copy of the
Hey,
Strand
kid.
here.
I'm trying to read. You got a new question in your mind palace. Open the casebook with a start button and navigate to the mind palace. Inside, select relevant
Get the
pieces of
Strand.
evidence.
Get your copy
Oh,
of
you know
the
what? We
Strand
walk kind
here.
of way. Let's walk away. Inside, select relevant pieces of evidence to deduce the answer. All right. I guess we talk about this. Who ruined the Strand? All right. Items. Book from Barnes, cactus spine, potential poison. So I guess we gotta select one to pinpoint the evidence. We're gonna do book from Barnes. Let's see. Then documents. Then we got the newsboard testimony. Let's see if that works. Perfecto! Barnes, the local bookseller. Okay, Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. A cactus spine for assassination. A loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
Who knows, man? You keep paying evidence for quick access to information from your casebook. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing that little pen right there. Okay. So we gotta look for that bookshop. What's this guy doing right here?
Could you help me?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Bro, what is this painting? Oh my god. What the heck? Alright. Statue.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
Really, Holmes? How can you be so sure?
On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, Barnes Bookshop. Alright, going in. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Barnes. I think this is him. Observe. Oh, we observed his main appearance? Bags under eyes, the effects of overwork. Oh yeah, look, he been stretching. Okay, what is this? His hands? Ink. Newspaper ink? Okay, let's see. Leans heavily on his right leg, sore left leg. How does he know? His shoes, high heels, wants to look taller. Oh, you could blackmail him? Mr. Barnes delivered a limp and has large bags on his eyes, the result of a long hours of intense work. He's a workaholic, that's what I'm gonna say.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
He just walked away.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please?
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
Press LB to highlight interactive areas and environment around you. Okay. Oh yeah, I see. And I hear a dog. Oh, there's a little puppy baby.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Alright, let's investigate this ladder.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Is that evidence? I guess so. Ah. Okay, we got books.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Ah. That is quite interesting. I'll investigate that. A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for Everlasting Love. He got his love for plants or something? Oh, investigate right here. Okay, we got books right here.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Yeah, you're right.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Dead flowers on display. Or what are we aiming at, the window?
The finest view London has to offer.
Alright. Make sure no more. Oh, another evidence. Painting.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Alright. What now? We connect the pieces or something? Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna put the cryptology. Oh, it's neither? Okay, plants. Then we're gonna try dead flowers. Try that newsboy testimony. Okay, we got one right. Oh, I had no more green stuff. Dark green stuff. I need more evidence. I need to find more evidence about him. Oh, we can interact with the lady. Look at the dog.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily. I know, not very original.
Yeah.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Right.
I should have worn something warmer.
Oh, we got plants? Okay. Alright.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Okay, rotate.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin? The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Let's observe. Oh, now we're observing her. For beauty or concealment. Distant look. Avoid eye contact or distracted. Alright, what else can we investigate? Luxury fabric. Unusual for work attire. Mourning brooch. Honoring deceased husband. Let me guess. I know what I gotta do. Gotta do it for the boys. Clean boots. Change shoes upon arrival. Alright. Ready to move on. Alright,
My
sit.
condolences, Mrs. Fleming.
Mr. Holmes?
Your husband's death. You're clearly still in mourning.
Oh, no. I loved him more than anything, of course, but that was some time ago now. Life goes on.
A lesson we all learn, one way or another.
Provide evidence.
I'll be off.
Wait, did I just leave? No, provide evidence. Oh, okay. A large. Okay, I guess. This one?
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
So it is.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Okay.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry. Are you sure you're asking the right person?
Okay, alright,
I'm just
alright.
a flower seller.
Roses for sale.
I'm afraid I can't help
Wait.
with that, Mr. Holmes.
This is too much pressure. Alright, how about this? The cactus cracked in a crack pot.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Whoa, okay. She doesn't know how the cactus appeared on her display. She went for a break, and when she came back, it was there. Oh, wow. What about the dead flowers?
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
I hope so too. Alright, I guess we'll go back in here. Oh wait, no. I think I can connect the evidence pieces. Okay. Alright, okay, let's unpick this evidence. Okay, let's do the cactus and the crack pot. Okay, documents. Okay, yeah. Let's go! Mr. Barnes is in love with Miss Fleming. Okay. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Miss Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come into his shop and give him watering advice, or it could be simply be a symbol of his desperation. Oh, that is true. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol for of his eternal love, since the catalog presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the strand outside 221B Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Alright, let's hear the full story.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus in your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
I know what to do.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the obtruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless
I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and.
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Locusts at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moscova, I don't know how to say that, had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown for any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Yeah, me too.
Let me know if there's any way I can make it up to you. Tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me.
Okay, you better keep your word. Off we go.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition, and that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
it's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Okay, where's his house at? You gonna show me the way, or you gonna follow me? Yeah, okay, alright. Oh, I'm guessing this the house right here.
Not much further now.
Hopefully it's right here. No, I see people talking. No, my game crashed. No, it crashed. Alright guys, we're back in the game.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why won't you
Why
investigate?
has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find him here breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Are there missing people?
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Alright, describe him.
Tell me about Kimmy here.
He's foreign. A Maori. all the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English, never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Alright, when did he finish?
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday
How you say
I
that,
had to
Kimmy
get
here?
them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Where does he live?
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Had he run away before?
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Okay, so why would he run away?
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
He stole anything?
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Let's investigate this beautiful mansion. What is this? Tea? Most likely. Hey, I don't know what that is. Alright, let's see what we can find. Okay, that's a sucker right here. Alright, let's see what we got here. What is this?
Chewing tobacco.
Chewing tobacco. Footprints.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Oh, okay, how we... Oh. Knee print.
Knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Right. That's crazy. With enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past. And the rat with nose to begin, then recreate an accurate version of events. Okay. Ah! Interesting. Okay, that was very interesting. Concentration helps you pick up small details about the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press RB to observe the object more closely. Don't forget to pin the relevant evidence. Some clues won't be visible without it. Parallel tracks, wheels.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh.
A lock?
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Well, we find clues after clues. Let's see if we can find some more. Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yeah. It's like a something been in it.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Quite interesting enough. I gotta find another evidence. What is this? Oh, spyglass?
A small navy spyglass.
Alright. See what else we can find in here. Okay, inspect.
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
What is this?
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
The gurus? Oh, it's only fair. Inspect.
Button chops. The remains of a meal.
Okay, so he was eating here. What is this?
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Oh, really? Why would that be in here?
The ashes are long since cold.
Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Oh yeah, they seeing him eating or something like that. There's another one right here. Hold on, let me see. Oh, what happened? He tripped. Seems like he tripped. Something back here. What in the world?
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Oh wait, what the heck?
Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
He says giving me chills. Alright. Okay, so now what we do, let me open my book. Oh, I got some pinpoints I gotta do. Unlock one unusual keyhole. Alright, we're gonna go back here. No? Oh, it shows you. Okay. Key print missing. Ah, okay. Unusual form bent to the left. Pin this one. There are fresh parallel tracks in the garden. What, these? Oh, over here. Grass doesn't go here. Often used, okay. Pile of logs falling.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Let's go ahead and ask the chief or whatever he is some questions. Alright, provide evidence. Alright, let's see if you know about the key.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Oh wow. Hey, I'm trying to help you out, bro. The clues.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Okay, his shack?
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Hey, hush. The trail.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Alright, the clothes?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimihia's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Alright, chewing tobacco.
Has Kimihia ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihia's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Quite interesting, quite interesting. The cloth.
Where on earth are you going with this?
Alright, the spyglass.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimihia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Do you happen to know Kimihia's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest, but I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Alright, we got more evidence. Alright, previous. Oh, look. Now it's somebody else. Ah, so he used the spyglass. That's a little spyglass right there. Okay, let's check over here. Alright, let's see. Previous. Oh, snap. That's crazy. Alright. Previous. Oh, what was he doing? He putting something inside the thing. Previous. Ah. Oh crap, you scared me. I know you scared me, Dr. Watson. Alright, so what I do now? Never mind, guys, he cursed me out. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Oh, okay, validate. Alright.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimihia went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth.
Right.
Kimihia inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Yes, indeed. And you're glitching to a tree, my guy. You're a tree man. Okay. Alright, let's go to the guy.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
Someone had eyes on him.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
It was intoxicated.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I'm almost finished.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Whoa, oh Lord. What you call me?
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute.
Aha.
The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Hey, we doing this for you. We don't gotta do this now. Alright, we got the key. That's all that matters. Alright, let's open this up. Let's go this way. Alright, what we got here? A rope.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
Oh, I'm looking at the wheel.
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahir's cart, I gather.
Oh, what do you know? A wallet. Or a pouch.
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
I really hope so. It's dirty.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Investigation scene completed. There's some more right here.
A large pile of horse droppings.
A large pile of horse droppings. Oh, what is it? Oh.
Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
What are the notable features of the abductor? Okay, we're gonna go with night. We'll go with the spyglass because that's notable. Okay. Okay, his abduction. Let's see. Okay. Oh my god, we got both of those right. Yes. The footprints? Okay. Okay, a particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boots. They all add up to one conclusion. Kimahir, abductor, is a sailor. Okay. Alright, so he's a sailor. Alright, let's see if we got enough evidence now for this. Okay, abductor is a sailor. Alright, nice. All evidence points to the port of London. We now know that Kimmy Hill's kidnapper is most likely a sailor that has Wallet Bear's saltpeter reside, and that there was a recent salt pepper accident in the port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kimmy Hill, we must head to the port of London. There is no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the port of London immediately.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident, Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
Alright, let's take a cab. Cab! Well, hello.
May I ask you something?
A lady doesn't know about such things.
Well, you're absolutely right, because you women don't know nothing. You cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything you want to do here. Be alright.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
I will show you where to stop. Chapter 2, The Blood Red Night. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just end this video off here. I will see you guys in the next chapter. Stay tuned.